How do I get this thing to get out of there? There we go. Okay. So you got your circle right here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And don't worry if it's if you got a lot of lines on there because you're trying to make it perfect. We're gonna do a bunch of erasing anyway. Okay. So there's your circle. Pretty makeshift. It's fine. Okay.
Wait, they can't just do one line?
You can do one line. That's fine. However you want to do it. Just draw a circle. Everybody give me a thumbs up when you're ready to rock. Okay, good to go. Okay, off to the side of this. This is for you, okay? You're going to go from the top of your circle and you're going to make a little line. Okay, and then at the bottom of your circle, you're going to make a little line. Then you're going to connect it with a line down the side like this. Okay? Okay, we are not using rulers. Okay? Not using rulers. I want you to pick out about where mid is in that circle and mark it on the side there.
Find ruler.
What?
What?
I said without using a ruler.
I know. What would you consider a ruler? It's just saying don't use like a
Oh, just a guesstimate. Good job. Okay, so that's about half, right? So from that half mark, I want you to put a bunch of dots or lines or however you want, just to separate that in half, okay? So we know that that's halfway. And I know what you're thinking. Like, hey, you just told us that heads are not circles. Why are we drawing circles? Well, it's because I told you to. That's okay. I said your whole entire head is not a circle, but I did show you on Justin that there is a sphere in here. It's just not what people think, okay? Okay, so everybody thumbs up if we're ready to roll. Okay, good. So this is halfway, okay? Just about, and it's a guesstimate. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? So that's halfway. We're going to take this measurement here, which is, now you can start using stuff if you want to. Get an idea about how far it is. You're going to drop it down here and you're going to make a mark about this distance here, okay? So go ahead and put a mark down there. That's just a reference point, okay? Thumbs up when you're ready. Thumbs up when we're ready. Just waiting on Daisy. All right. Okay, now you're going to take from the outside of your circle, you are going to take this and you're going to turn this into an egg shape. Okay? So you're going to go like this. And we're going to come right down to our reference point. Okay? It should look something like this.
Wait.
Okay? So your reference point, that's as far down as you're going. Okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't need to look like mine. But it needs to go from the outside of that circle and start coming in. So now we're making an egg shape. What's the official name for an ape shape? Ape? Egg. Egg shape. Ape. Yeah, good job. That was that. What about an egg? What is the official name for that? I have no idea. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh, great.
Okay.
And it's called Google?
Yeah.
Never.
Google is not the correct terminology for that shape.
No, no, it's not what I mean. Look it up.
Well, that's why I asked you. Somebody can look it up. Let me know. You don't have to. I was just joking. It's not a big deal. Okay, we ready to rock? Thumbs up if your paper looks kind of like mine. Good deal. Okay,
Is that a mark on the? Oh no, that's a mark on.
this.
Oh no, it's not.
Okay. Now we're going to split this guy in half. Okay, right down the middle, we're going to put a little line. That's going to be our reference line to keep everything somewhat straight on this deal. Okay. Now, if you can, once you do this part, okay, and sometimes you should do it before this, yes? Ovoid. Good job. Ovoid. Okay. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. I did it this way because this is how I'm used to doing it, okay? I adjust everything off of these marks. You could look up here just for 1 second so you're not drawn while I'm talking. Justin, real quick. What you could do is once you put this reference point here, you could draw this line straight down to the reference before you even draw this part. Okay, now what you're gonna see on mine is that this side is bigger than this side. Well, I can't look up there and do it. See how small that is compared to this side here? Okay, so I can adjust that now if I want to, which I'm going to because that drives me crazy if they're not kind of symmetrical, okay? So I'm just gonna sharpen this up a little bit. Okay, everybody has an eraser, yes?
Yep.
Okay, if you don't have one, let me know and I'll throw you one. Just put your hands up. They're little small things, so don't catch one in the eye, okay? There's one. Oh, there's two. Did you catch it? Okay, we need to work on our catching skills, obviously. Ooh, this one's gonna, okay, Justin, that's yours. Okay, Justin, I'm gonna throw it to you. You're gonna relay it back to, I did forget your name. I just had you in PE too. Harrison. That's right. Okay, you ready, Dace? Huh? They are easy to see. Okay, so now let's clean this up before we move on, okay? I'm gonna make mine a little more symmetrical so that it looks a little better. Okay, I wanna make sure that it's kind of staying where I want it early on in the get-go. My pencil's not working now. I got all kinds of problems going on right now. Okay, now pencil's done. Hey, real quick, since we're at this, if we're just laying this stuff out right now, what pencil should we be using? 2H or 4H or an HB or just a simple H?
2H.
Okay, that's fine. Anything on the H side you want to use, you don't want to use what I'm using, but I am a trained professional, therefore, just joking. You're going to see that when I start erasing that it's not going to erase. Oh, Christy, he's not in here. I was recording a video, so I haven't put in that yet, but he's not here.
Okay, do you know where maybe he is?
He didn't show up for class.
I think he's in the
Is it a different
Oh, he could be at the college thing.
Okay, I'll call him. Thank you.
Thank you, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Ready? So we've got this kind of where we like it, okay? Now we're going to take...
I'm sorry for the interruption. Could I have Garrett Bauer socks to the office? Oh, he's right here. Thank you.
Okay.
I heard that too. Bauer socks. Yeah.
Okay, we ready?
Like my name, but with socks.
Okay.
His last name is Socks.
Wow, this just went off crazy. Okay, we ready? Okay. So now this part right here. So we made this reference here. Now we're going to split this in half, make a little reference mark. And then we're going to take that line all the way across. And what do you think that part is?
Mouth.
That's the mouth. Good job. So on this side of this reference mark, I want you to write mouth. Okay? So we know that that's where it's going. It's right there. And it's about half here, okay? Alrighty. That is your mouth. Good job. Okay, the bottom part of your circle that you put on here, what do you think that is? That's your nose. So I want you to put nose right there. Now, this is going to be a little crazy. This depends on who you're drawing and what angle they are, but for right now, we're going to go to half right here, and we're going to move up just a bit, okay? So if half's right here, we're going to move up just a touch, and now we're going to draw a line across, and what do you think that is? Those are your eyes right there, okay? So now you got your eyes, and over here, I want you to make this mark and put eye line. Okay, so you got eye line, you got your nose, you got your mouth. They're all laid out for you. Mine are a little crooked. That's easy fix, though. It's an easy fix. Ready? Oh, fixed. Okay,
Oh, that was a close one.
it was close. Okay. So before we start putting in all this stuff, people are going to tell me one thing. Man, that's a huge forehead.
It's really not.
It's not. It's not. People get in habits of doing this. They don't put enough skull up here. So then they start putting hair on here and they put the forehead like this. And you're like, man, that's like one finger. That's like, could you imagine if your hairline started right above your eyebrow?
Would be better than
What if you, when you got haircuts, you had to separate the two? That'd be awesome. Okay, so that's why. Let me show you how this makes sense now, okay? Okay, from your eye line, which is right here, you're gonna put an ear. Now look how you do these ears, okay? You don't have to do anything special. You just have to get them out. They're gonna come down and then they're gonna come right to about the bottom of the nose, okay? So realistically, you don't have to do anything crazy with them until you see ears on people that you're actually drawing, and then you can put in all the detail. If we're just laying it out, we're gonna go from the eye down to the nose, okay? So you got 2 ears on that bad boy, okay? Got that? Okay. Let's talk about some really fun stuff. Yay. Okay. It's probably my favorite part of this drawing part when I cut you guys loose, because I'm going to say put an eyeball on here, put a nose on here, put a mouth on here, and that's when I get to see all these different creatures that you guys make, okay? So now watch. I'm gonna save this guy, okay? Here's what I get. Draw an eyeball, okay? And everybody does this. Football. Yes, football. Okay? Yeah, you're right. Kind of like football, okay? Here's what else they do. They say, here's the iris. Here's one of my favorites. I'm just trained. It's just amazing. I don't want to talk about talent, but yeah, that's what I got. I'm just joking. Okay, here's one of my favorite things. Okay, especially if I'm like, hey, have them looking off into the distance or off to a side or something like that. They keep the iris here, and they change the pupil over here. How crazy would that be? Okay, now think about that for a minute. What if your pupil stayed within your iris, but your pupil is the only thing that moved around? Right? That would be crazy. Okay, so we don't do that, okay? We don't do this. Here's the other thing. Look up here real quick. If your eye looked like this and you could see the entire iris, the iris is which part of your eye? The colored part, right? If you could see all of it, what would your eyes look like? Like this. How many people ever, when they get pictures taken of them and they're sitting there and they're like with a trained photographer, like, hey, strike a pose, they're going to go, right? No. Okay? Yeah, Mr. B. Okay. So here's what common things that happen, okay? One is people put the pupil in different places, okay? That's not how it works. The second one is that we draw a perfect circle in here, and that's, again, not how it works. Realistically, what happens, okay? We're going to draw this generic version again. Realistically, your eyelid, okay, if I was to draw an eyelid on here, it covers most of it, some of it. So your iris is really like that, but it's getting covered by an eyelid. Okay? So it's like this, usually, okay? Now, when you draw your eyes, okay, and I don't want you to do this yet, I just want you to keep this in mind, okay? Here's your iris. Your pupil it stays in the middle of your iris. Wherever your iris is, there's equal amounts of space here, okay? Hang on, I hit an edge of a paper underneath. Let me sharpen this up for you, and you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Okay. So check this out. This is good. Okay. This is going to be the bad version up here, okay? Bad. This is going to be the good one. And I'm going to show you the mistakes, okay? So we canceled out this guy, right? That's no longer a thing. And then what happens is people like to put eyelids on here, which is great. Okay, cool. And then I say, okay, well, where are the eyelashes? And this is what happens.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. Wait till you see this water bug in action. Does that not look like a water bug?
Looks like
Doesn't it?
slightly.
It does. Okay? We don't want that. That's not realistic. That's not what it looks like. Okay, here's what happens with eyelashes. They're like little checks. Okay, they come from here, they go underneath, and they curl out. Okay? As they get closer to the center, they start to fan out this way. Okay? So when you do your eyelashes, it's not one mark like this. It's really, you're getting your pencil and you're coming off the paper so it tapers off. Okay? So when we do our eyelashes, now watch, check this out. This is called a tear duct. And usually, it's a little more round right here. Now watch how good this is going to look just by doing a little couple things, okay? So now, your eyelashes, they actually cast shadows, right? They protect your eye. They keep things out of them, but they also provide shade. They're like awnings, right? That's why they're out like that. And girls, you guys use those little things, those little crimpers to make them like, right? Fellas, in here. When you get married, your wife is going to have all kinds of cool little things in the bathroom that you have no idea what they are. Don't try them, because I did. Man, my eyelashes were tough. Did you know boys naturally have more curved eyelashes?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's crazy. Now, but when boys curl up more, they don't do the like cool little like, you know how girls are like, oh, look how they fan. Oh, it's like, they curl up and they touch the top of your head. So every time you blink, you're like, oh. Okay? I made that mistake. I'm just trying to tell you, Harrison, when you see that little crimper in there, don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Do it.
Okay? I'm telling you. It's the worst thing. Plus, you'll never have a more painful experience of when you actually pinch your eyelid and not your eyelash. Okay? It's a terrible thing.
I didn't even do that one.
It's a terrible thing, okay? I don't like it. I don't recommend it to anybody. Okay, check this out. Stay with me real quick, okay? This part is your what?
I can't see where you're going.
The big black part. What's that called? Pupil. It actually catches a ton of light because it's so dark. Okay? So when you do this, you're going to shade it from dark to light because this part of the iris is going to catch light as well. Okay? And if you just do these little subtle things, you'll take your water bug and turn it into an actual eye. Okay? We're going to spend a lot of time working on eyes because that's like there's a saying, your eyes are the window to your soul. Okay? So, and it really is true in portraits, okay? The eyes make everything happen, okay? And when you learn how to use it and learn how to draw them, you can make sometimes even crappy, messed up portraits look pretty dang good, okay? Just because of the eyes, okay? So there's just a quick version of what an eye would look like, okay? So let's get back to our drawing, okay? We're here, yes? Okay. When we do this, I want you to lay these things out first. So your nose, okay? We're going to space this thing out just a little bit. However far I go on this side, I'm going to go on this side. Now, there is something to be said about symmetry in people's faces, okay? If you take a look at Brad Pitt, for example, okay? And you were to take one half of his face and then duplicate it, put it on the same side, he would look nothing like him. People's faces are symmetrical to a point, but they are not perfectly symmetrical, okay? That's called characteristics, yes? Everybody's got different characteristics. People see that they want to think that everybody's symmetrical, like one side of the face is exactly the same as the other side. That's not it, okay? Okay, so we're gonna just do this, okay? For the nose right now, all you're going to do is make kind of like just a little curve, okay? Little curves, kind of like, what are those things called in English? They're not brackets, are they? What are they called?
Parentheses.
Parentheses? No.
Yeah.
Parentheses.
quotation marks.
That's quotation. So
These are
parentheses?
Yeah.
Okay, parentheses. Good job. See how we're using other subjects in art? Like, so fun. Okay. I don't know what they're called, but when I get you guys to help me, we're good.
Is English your first language?
Parentheses, what?
Is English your first language?
Sure.
No,
Is English your first language?
I think so. Well,
What other languages do you know?
I don't know.
So you don't know.
All of them.
All right.
Yes, all of them.
Okay, good job. Ready? Those are going to be your nostrils. So is everybody on there? Everybody got the parentheses on there? Yes? Okay. You're going to take a line, little dotted line straight up to there from your nostrils. Okay, so that it creates that. Now, do you see that space from here, here to here? See that space? That's an eye width. So that means that's how big your eyes have to be on either side of those lines. Okay? So you should be able to take one of your eyes right now. Let's see if I can pop it out. And it should fit perfect from corner to corner right there. Okay? It's weird to get that part touched, I think. Sometimes I just sit there like that. Just pushing all my tear ducts, trying to hold them back. Just joking. You ready? Yeah. Are we ready? Okay. So here's the part that's going to get real fun. Okay? No water bugs. All I want you to do is use that eye line as a top and a bottom, and we're going to try to stay this width up here. Look up here before you start drawing. Try to keep your eyes about that same width, okay? So that's the top part. Here's my bottom part. My top part's going to be just a little bit more over the line. Hang on. It's going to be higher than the line than the underside is, okay? We're going to use this line to make our sides connect, okay? And then I want you to do the same thing on this side. Try to keep them about the exact same size if you can, or close to. And then you're going to have your eyes on there, okay?
One of your dude has a lazy eye.
Maybe. Or it could be. Let's see.
Not still is. Oh, it's a guarantee.
Justin, you say you have some videos on YouTube, don't you? I thought you said you had some music on there.
Old one. Old one.
Old ones? I'm going to have to check them out. Oh, Lord. Okay, ready? Let's work on our water bugs here. Oof. Okay. If you need to or you want to, let's erase that line in there and let's just get these completely. Yes, sir.
Can I tell you something about that though?
About what?
Yeah, my voice might be fully developed, like
So it's gonna crack?
I was, not me today.
It's not you singing today.
Yeah,
Well, you better start updating it, man.
I have so many videos. I need
Oh.
to You can still listen to them.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will. Okay, ready? Follow with me here. Okay,
Oh, my eyes are huge.
that's okay. Okay, we're going to draw the iris in. Okay, remember we're not making perfect circles either. My pencil's a little messed up right now. Broke, that's why.
Far apart.
What's that?
It's huge.
Okay. So we're going to put irises on the both sides here, okay? Try to keep them the same. Both sides. And then I want you to put a pupil in there, just a circle. Keep them even, okay? Now the pupils are going to be a pretty good reference point for us. So we can't really see, let me see, look here. Okay. You will be able to see.
That's scary.
Okay, I'm going to turn the lights on once you guys are done with this, and I want you to look. I just want you to see something, okay? So just draw those eyes in there real quick. Okay? Don't worry. This is just your first time doing this. Once you get a little bit of time to practice it, it'll be better, okay? But you gotta understand how it works, and then you can start making your own faces. Don't worry about it. Okay, you ready?
No.
Oh.
No, all of our pupils are gonna go.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to clean mine up while you guys are working. So you can see it better.
I erase all the little dotted lines.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
It's freaking me out. Looks like it's dead. My eye is like.
Okay, we should be good there.
Yourself.
Here, I'm going to teach you a trick, too. If your erasers start getting graphite all over them, okay? Just on your pants. Boom, 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 boom. Doesn't leave anything. You're good to go. Clean, right? You knew that already? Good job.
Yeah, I do that.
Good. A lot of people don't know that. Then when you get really, really good at this stuff, you're going to use your eraser to blend with, because you can keep some of the graphite on there. And if you don't use it super heavy, you can use it to blend with it. Okay? Okay, we good to go? Okay. Hang on, I'm going to do something real quick. Watch your eyes. Look across at somebody across from you, okay? Just keep your mouth nice and relaxed, okay? The corners of their mouth will line up with their pupils. Look. Corners of the mouth line up with pupils. Unless you're like that. Okay? But if you're looking straight, you'll see that the corners of the mouth line up directly with pupils. I'm going to show you on Daisy.
Why me?
Why not? Because I know you. I used to have rulers too.
Are you gonna rule it in your face?
Yes.
That's scary.
It won't. It only hurt for just a little bit. Here, I'll just use this
Ah.
so you can see. Okay, ready? Look straight ahead. You see it?
Don't smile. Don't.
Okay, you see that? Okay, so that's another reference point. So once we get that in there, then you're going to put the corners of the mouth with the pupils, okay? So let's do that real quick.
Whoa.
Okay, so here's a good way to do that. When you guys get rulers, you can do that. But since we put this middle line down here, we're just going to keep that same space and just draw a little dotted line down there, okay? Same thing on this side.
Wait, the
Oh,
very
okay,
start.
no.
No.
Okay?
I'm starting to look like Pennywise.
Like Pennywise? I think Pennywise looks like a cheetah.
I erased all my picture lines.
He's got like little.
Yeah, I erased all my
Like, no, thank you. I needed that.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Just remember, if he looks like a cheetah, he could probably run like a cheetah.
Oh, cheetah. I
So
thought
that-
you said Cheeto.
No,
No, I'm saying Cheetos around.
his hair looks like Cheetos. So that's not a bad thing. So that's how you take a scary thing and make it less scary. Because you're like, well, kind of looks like a Cheeto with his hair. So if he does catch me, I'm just going to start eating his hair. It'll be fine.
My hair is just chocolate.
Okay, you ready? Okay, a couple things real quick. Here you go. Pay attention. Okay, we're going to get rid of this middle line for the nose because we already got it, right? We got the nostrils on there. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a little nose just like this, and it's going to work for us for right now, okay? So realistically, it's kind of like this here. I'll show you. So you got your, what do we call that, a parentheses? Parentheses. We're going to go up and come down and go up like that, okay? So I don't know what you'd call that. That's what you're going for, okay? And there's reasons. Yeah. So you're going to, because these are the nostril parts, and then it's going to come down to the tip of the nose. Okay, now look. This is important here because, again, if you look at your, across the room from you, some people's tips of their noses are wider or whatever. Okay, it's fine. You'll get this when you're actually drawing somebody. But the rule of thumb, though, is this part where your nose tip is, that's what creates this thing right here. I think it's called a cupid bow.
Yeah.
Okay, cupid bow. Okay, now that's important. Now listen, this is important because this is where your lips, even if you don't draw this or you shade this part, That's where your lips, look up here.
Do the little apple.
Look up here. Okay. That's where your lips do that thing, is where this is. See this little goalie right here? That's all usually shaded. Okay? And it's hard with a marker. But that's what creates this right here. Okay? That's what creates that. And then your lip doesn't go like this. Okay?
Just a little.
It goes like this. Okay? Now, you're going to see it better up here. Okay? But I just wanted to make sure you kind of saw what was going on with it. Oh, no.
I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. Say it again.
I'm not.
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay.
We got all right, so here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit bigger right here so that this tip of the nose is going to be a little bit longer. Okay, and I'm going to erase this part real quick. Okay, we're going to use this, the tip of his nose, as a guide for the widow, or the, what is it called? Cupid's bow. Okay, the top of the lip is going to come up to there. It's going to dip down in this space right here. Okay? And again, they go out to those lines that we created from the pupil. Okay? So that's the top part of the lip. Okay? Got it? Now, we're going to get rid of this line because that's not how lips work. We're going to put this down like this, and then it can go straight or however. The bottom part of the lip is going to be like this, okay? Now, it looks funny because the chin, that's not the chin line. That's just a reference point. That's not really the chin, okay? Well, that's actually the chin, but that's not the cheek part, okay? Now, these are just references, so this is all super light. Now, watch what happens here, okay? Some people, when you look at them, they have really defined cheeks and a jawline that's back here that really stands out and it's straight, okay? So, if that's the case, then here's what you're going to do. You're not going to move your ears out. You're going to move your face out. And then you're going to come down to here like this, if it's a pronounced like chin, okay? This is where you got to pay attention to facial characteristics, because if you're drawing a guy, this is usually what their face looks like. You can keep these in here. Listen real quick. You can keep these in here because these give you great cheek lines. So if you were going to shade this and go off of a cheek, that could be your cheek line right there, and it would probably start catching light back in here, okay? So if we were going to shade that in, it would probably look something like this. Now it doesn't look so bad, right? Because now it doesn't look like the mouth is completely taken over the face. You have different things going on, okay? So check this out. Do you remember where we did this part right here? That's the midsection of our circle. It's right here. Okay, we are not going above there with our eyebrows, okay? So if we do eyebrows, we're not going above that. That would look weird. Okay, I used to teach at Pueblo East High School where the girls used to shave their eyebrows and draw them on every day. And sometimes they would come into school looking real confused. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so there's that. Now, is this the top of the head and is this where hair grows? No. Hairline's going to be about right in here. And again, that just depends on who you're drawing and how you're drawn, okay? But if I get rid of all these lines now it's going to look pretty good, huh? Okay, I'm going to start taking these lines off of here, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to take one half off, okay? Since I shaded this half already, I'm going to take this side off, and I'll show you what you can do with this. I'm going to turn this one back into the original. No. You just keep working on your side, and I'm going to show you what it looks like with half done and half.
Mine was like, mine was like Teddy Bears, then the really sad receptions. Mine looks like a weird version of Michael Jackson. Wait, were we supposed to be drawing the man's faces and stuff?
No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so here's your half that is with all the markings on it, and here's your half that doesn't have it. I'm going to shade this in and show you kind of what it looks like when it's done, okay? Maybe not completely done, but I'll just show you. So this is going to get shaded. The bridge of the nose is not going to be shaded. Remember what I said about using your fingers to shade? Don't do it, but I'm kind of in a hurry. So I'm just going to show you. And my pencil's not very good right now. Did you say my pencil's trash? Yes, it is right now.
Mine looks sad. Bro, your guy looks like Drake. I just want to eat it. Also, I saw.
So like James Charles and Channing Tatum had a baby.
Who, and who?
James Charles and Channing Tatum. That's what he looks like. Or
Yes.
that half of his face.
Where do you see the James Charles? The eyelashes. Oh. If he didn't have eyebrows, it'd be Jeffree Star.
It'd be who?
Jeffree Star. He's a makeup artist, but he doesn't have any eyebrows.
So he looks confused all the time.
No, he looks
Yeah.
like an alien all the time. He just doesn't have.
I love him.
Jeffree Star is like really funny and starts a lot of Oh, bro, I'm hot. Okay, maybe it's a guy. Maybe it's just like a really, really feminine looking guy.
My guy?
No, mine.
Oh. He's like, yeah, I could see that with my guy too. He's got a little. He was messing around with his wife's eyelash curler.
No, I always draw bangs because I have bangs and it's easier because I don't have any forehead as well. So I just always put bangs.
Bang, bangarang. Okay, quick. Yes, I get it. It's not perfect. I got it. I know. Okay, but that's what can happen with proportions, right? So if we can just learn that part of it, then you can start doing all kinds of stuff like that, okay? Everybody good? So now here's what I want you to do. I kind of ran through that pretty quick. We'll throw a little,
Do we have to do that?
what, put this thing in there? No.
No, do the shading like half.
Yeah. Okay, you don't have to do half and half. What I want you to do is work on it, though. So, pretty quick drawing. I mean, look at this. This is crazy, though. This is what I really like about all this stuff is that you go from
Water bugs?
this to that.
Oh, I see the feminine part. He looks a little bit.
See what I'm saying?
I feel a little bit.
Okay, now watch. Bang to
Alright.
that. Okay. Now I posted one on the classroom. Check this one out. You guys like this one? Maybe. Okay, so we've got same kind of concept, right? I mean, we've got this guy right here on this side. See him? Oh, whoops. Okay, so we go bang like that. Got all this stuff on there, and then you change it, and you've got this guy. Okay,
Why is that coming up
Oh
there?
my god.
see that?
He looks like
Colin Kaepernick.
Literally Aquaman.
Okay, so you got that. Okay, that's posted on your classroom. It's got all the stuff that we just talked about, plus it's got eyeball, lip, and nose. Okay, now we're gonna spend a lot of time working on eyes because eyes are like those make everything about a drawing. Okay, so everybody good with that? So here's what I want you to do: is start over.
what?
Good.
What?
Good.
I want you to start over and practice.
On the same paper.
Or you can finish that one and then try it again. But I want you to try again.
On the same paper.
On another piece of paper.
How does mine look?
Okay, this is posted in the classroom. So